Hello there, my name is Ade and this is Glass of AJ, the channel that accompanies my portfolio of the written word. And I'm here to say that Glass of AJ is 2 years old today! Woo! But I'm glad to say that maybe production quality has gone up. I've got noise cancellation on because I decided to film on the hottest day of the year thus far, because I'm silly. Hottest day of the year, got my fan going, noise cancellation should be my friend today. I swear to God, if it isn't, I'll be kind of a little bit upset. But I'm basically just gonna sort of like talk about my journey so far, at least since the last update, which was kind of late for what it was because it was the last anniversary, and if you count back the months, that was only 8 months ago. So yeah, not good with timing, but I'm getting better at it because this should come out on time. Uh but in terms of my whole self-improvement journey, I think it's going somewhere. In terms of my posting schedule, it's more consistent now. If you've noticed, the last few posts have come out once every month, towards the end of the month. So I think since December I've been trying to do that, and I think I've succeeded. There have been some close calls, I think, especially in February and March. It was literally on the last day of the month, and it was like very stressful, but I got it done. And I'm proud of myself for actually keeping to that, but actually keeping to that promise that I made to myself a little while ago, that I would consistently post at least once a month so that I would feel like I'm at least giving something towards my journey to becoming a good blogger. And I've decided to take more of an active approach towards content creation instead of just sitting around and thinking, what can I do? Oh my goodness, should I do this? Should I do that? And then getting overwhelmed and like really panicky about like what I actually can produce and what I'm capable of. Instead of just giving it a go, I tended to just overthink it too much. So now I'm trying to just jump into stuff and just do it. Like this video was spontaneous. I just thought I have the actual like time and resources to do this now, to just film my anniversary video, and I'm doing it on the fly. I have got a very arbitrary list of notes to my left, but I think it's going well. Is it going well? It's not going well. Okay. But I'm thinking if I take more of an active approach, then I'm not waiting for approval from other people or other sources. I'm giving it to myself because this is my platform. I should be able to put on here whatever I feel like I want to put on here, as long as it's appropriate, obviously. But for my personal perspective, instead of thinking, oh, is X group gonna like this? Is Y group gonna like that? That sort of thing. I should be thinking, am I the one who enjoys this? Will I enjoy watching this? Will I be the one who enjoys reading this piece? And I tend to enjoy reading my pieces a lot more now. Before I had trouble really appreciating them, but now, although my writing style has changed over the past 2 years and is still probably in some sort of flux, um, I'm in the position to be like, I appreciate this for what it is. I appreciate that because of this, because of that, but not expecting it to be like this masterpiece as soon as I start typing it, because can't all have winners. But at the end of the day, I think I give every single post a good go, and I think that's more admirable than trying to make something as special as possible when it doesn't have to be. And I feel like that's definitely a good approach to take from now on. And I feel like my work could end up being a bit more authentic as well. Because not giving stuff a go and then overthinking it is just a bit much. Like, it influences me to feel a lot more anxiety for no reason because no one's putting that pressure on me. I'm the one putting it on myself. So, yeah, it's just that good old self-induced panic, or SIP, as I've coined it. that I'm inflicting on myself, that I'm causing to happen when it doesn't really need to. And I've got a bunch of like other stuff that's causing anxiety. So why am I going to pile on top for something that is my choice? It's my choice to write a blog post or to make a video or to record a podcast episode whenever I do that. It's been a while since the last couple actually. And it's been a while since I posted anything on this channel. Because I've had video ideas but I've not taken them up. I've always just felt like blogging is easier, like writing a post is easier. There's like less lighting prep, like with the ring lights that I've got at the moment. There's less. I have to set up my camera. I'm obviously using a camera that's much better than before because it's not struggling to focus on me. It's just a regular webcam, and I'm using OBS to record myself. So in all honesty, I think the video making aspect should be a lot easier now, and I shouldn't feel like so, like, what's the word, so put off from making videos, because I like actually have the resources now and I have the power to actually reduce noise, which is making me very happy because again, my fan's on in the background and it's hot AF today. But I think the lack of content on YouTube at the moment can be remedied by me at least uploading the other 2 podcast episodes that I recorded before. I'll probably put them up before this video, but you'll see them and the channel will look more full and like there's activity going on there and not that it's dead or anything. And hopefully I can kickstart my passion of making videos again. Because I felt like I put off making a lot of content in favor of finishing my apprenticeship, which I managed to do. Yay! A lot of celebrations today. But I'm ready to keep going, if that makes sense. Like, although this website, I've been paying hosting fees for 2 years now, I'm ready to actually start moving, if that makes sense. How do I explain this? How do you explain things when you don't even know what you're saying? I'm ready to keep moving forward, but with a bit more momentum, with a bit more motivation, and a bit more relaxation, if that makes sense. Like, to just cut myself some slack sometimes, because I don't know everything and I don't know how to do everything perfectly. That's the beauty of being human, that there's always just something to learn. There's always something to learn. So although I have like a vision of how I want things to actually turn out in my mind, I don't necessarily have the skills to produce it to that quality in real life. And I shouldn't insult myself, or I shouldn't be rude to myself about that being an issue, because it isn't an issue. If I'm able to make something, even if it's not to the insane high standard that I've come up with for myself, I've still made it. And I feel like that's much better than not doing it at all, which has been the pattern that I've had over the past few years of thinking about doing something and then not doing it because it's too hard, or it'll end up not being what I want it to be, or it might not be liked, it might not be this, it might not be that, excuse after excuse after excuse. And I think I'm sick and tired of that. I really do want to move forward and do something incredible, because I feel like I am capable of doing something incredible. We all are. So that's what the aim for Glass of AJ Year 3 is going to be. To make sure that I'm always pushing myself and always trying to step a bit out of my comfort zone, even if it's by an inch. It is more of a step than I would have taken a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years ago. So instead of sitting around and waiting for someone to basically be like, you're doing great, we like you. It should be a case of, I'm doing great, I like myself, let's keep doing this for me. that sort of thing. So that's basically what I'm aiming to do. Um, I'm also aiming to do the same for Simple Thimbles, the other YouTube channel that I have. That's more for like, I don't know, random stuff and less self-development focused stuff, because I don't know, I feel like I can be a fun person, but I'm not able to show it as much as I would like to. And I feel like that's what Simple Thimbles is supposed to be. It's supposed to be my chance to show off how fun I can be and to show off how interesting I can make certain things, even if they don't seem overtly interesting, if that makes sense. So like, um, I'm currently in the midst of editing a video of an unboxing for Amazon Prime Day and an electronics haul that I did from CEX, or Sex. That's how they pronounce it. CEX or Sex. But I just want to drive the motivation and passion for content creation across both channels so that I can feel like I'm not wasting time, if that makes sense. Like, I have this feeling that I'm always wasting every moment that I have, and that's not cool. Especially because I'm rapidly approaching 25 now. So, to feel like I've already wasted some of my best years is kind of like not a great feeling, especially because in the grand scheme of things, I'm really not that old. Um, yeah, it's not a great feeling to have. So I want to take each moment as it comes, but also take advantage of each moment and make it the best it can be. Even if the best it can be doesn't live up to my absolutely lofty expectations for things. If I at least give something a good go, or give something a try, or push past the like mental images that come up in my head of just pure negativity and just self-deprecation, then I'll be moving forward. I'll actually feel like I have momentum and that I'm actually going somewhere. All said and done, um, with the words that I'm using right now, can I put those into action? That is the main issue. And I hope that I can. But it's going to take a lot of inner work, inner reflection, um, motivation from within, because at the moment I'm not getting it from without, I'm not getting it from outside of myself. So I'm going to have to find it from within. And I don't know what I'm going to have to do to get to that point, but I think we'll figure it out on the way, and maybe I'll write a blog post about it soon. But thank you for being here. If you've been here for 5 minutes or for 2 years, or if you're just passing by and you came across this video by some stroke of luck or fate, thank you so much for watching. And I really hope that you're doing well out there and that the next year goes well for you as well as for me, because that's what we're here for. For progress and for success and for prosperity. And be well. And of course, stay thirsty.